Roxy Castillo out here, not the manager of Matthew Palmer, but not Matthew Palmer himself. As I was going to say, Massive said that his attack on Matthew Palmer and then giving back Matthew Palmer that Mask of Void was retribution for what Massive felt was disrespect to his Mexican culture. The Mask of Void is more well known as the Mask of Black Shadow.
Massive, last time we saw each other, it was a negative moment. But
that's an understatement.
I believe that all moments are learning moments. I also know that my client, Matthew Palmer, has had many learning moments.
Also an understatement.
But I believe that there's good in Matthew Palmer. I know it. I've seen it. He has gone through his court-mandated sensitivity training. He helped me move. I mean, I had to pay him, but he still helped me.
Hope he gave her the
And one
friends
time
break.
He did pay for Froyo after a match. Look.
Hashtag Froyo.
But I've seen the positivity, and I know he's changing now. Massive. I truly believe that he did not intend to insult our rich, beautiful culture.
What? What is it?
Oh.
No! Oh, come on! Oh God! Oh no!
You know,
Oh God!
he's tossing tortillas.
Matthew Palmer clearly did not learn his lesson from January. Oh my God! Can we? Is this really happening right now?
What? Does he think he's in Lubbock? Does he think he's at Texas Tech Red Raider Stadium tossing tortillas? This is, oh,
Massive's not going to be happy about this.
no. Roxy Castillo definitely is not happy about this.
Fuck this! I am out of here, Palmer. Fuck this!
Whoa!
Wow, Roxy has had enough of this.
Could we, does that mean that's over between her and
I mean,
Palmer?
She's obligated contractually, isn't she?
Well, Roxy said that Matthew Palmer never meant to insult Massive's Hispanic culture. I mean, I would heavily disagree.
Well,
Matthew Palmer.
I mean, he came out wearing the Void's mask on top of his head. If that wasn't a slap to the face of Massive, I don't know what is. The referee, Austin Heiberg, asking us to cut the music there.
Introducing first, from El Paso, Texas, he is the world's largest cruiserweight, Massive!
If he's a cruiserweight, so am I.
And right over there, from Buffalo, New York, Showtime Matthew Palmer. Go on, go on.
I think Richard Whitaker's going to clear away because Massive.
That may be the smartest move Richard Whitaker's ever made.
Oh, and Palmer with that slap. What has gotten into Palmer's head to where he thinks he can do this to somebody the size of Massive? I mean, this is just out of control. Oh, Palmer able to take him down with the head scissors, but Massive right back up to his feet. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Palmer. Nice takedown.
Look, we all know Matthew Palmer is a few fries short of a Happy Meal, but
Jesus. As I mentioned, Massive made it very clear to Palmer that he felt that the use of that mask of Void, who, you know, that design of mask goes all the way back to the early 1900s of Black Shadow, and the disrespect Massive felt that Palmer has shown has made Palmer a target for the gargantuan individual. I mean, Matthew Palmer, I've said it for years. There is something clinically wrong with this man, and what he just did to try to PO Massive just shows that.
I mean, just look at one of his most popular T-shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Let's not talk about that. We're not going to talk about
all
that.
right. Let's just, yeah.
We're not getting. Oh, but look at this Massive just with straight punches right to the top of the head of Matthew Palmer. Massive is PO'd, as I mentioned. And
I'm surprised Massive is holding back this much.
Oh, Palmer, I think he's got Massive in the eyes. Palmer willing to utilize every trick in the book. And like I said, clinically insane is a nice way to put how Matthew Palmer is at times.
He's nuts.
Massive not being able to go down with the hands of those forearm shots, and just one clubbering shot to the back takes Matthew Palmer down to a knee. Massive now whipping Palmer off into the ropes. Big splash in the corner.
Oh, my God. He almost turned Palmer into one of those tortillas. He flew out into the crowd.
Now, Massive also picked up the win at that Battle of the Gates of Ecstasy Battle Royal, which means at Ecstasy of Gold 6 in January of next year, he will get a shot at an Inspire Pro Championship of his choosing. So it will definitely be up to Massive, I think, in this time period until then to really showcase what kind of power, what kind of threat he could be to any champion here in Inspire Pro Wrestling. And I think he's looking to dish that out to Palmer here. Ooh, look at this! Pressing Palmer up!
Just dropped him. Dropped him like a bad habit.
Palmer may be regretting his entrance music right about now.
Palmer may be regretting most of the choices in his life.
Matthew Palmer is definitely on the defensive here. And I mean, Matthew Palmer has had some violent encounters here in Inspire Pro Wrestling, but how do you combat somebody with the gargantuan size of Massive, who claims, and I think in certain ways rightfully so, the world's largest cruiserweight?
He does move extremely well for a big man.
He certainly does. And
Palmer with a shot, fires in with another, trying to mount some more offense here is Palmer. Able to stagger Massive slightly. Ooh! But Palmer just gets taken down hard to the mat with that clothesline. It is going to be hard coming, I think, for Massive to be put down and taken off of his vertical base by Matthew Palmer. Ooh! Massive is looking whether Palmer is willing to accept it or not to teach him a lesson. And even the fact, I mean, Roxy Castillo abandoning Palmer here at ringside. Massive also made it known to Roxy that he doesn't disrespect her. He doesn't think less of her. But the fact that she has associated herself with Matthew Palmer doesn't sit right with him. And maybe Roxy's had enough. I mean,
well, and let's not forget, Roxy Castillo's association with Matthew Palmer wasn't by her choice.
Absolutely. I mean, she was contractually obligated to manage Matthew Palmer, obviously formed her portfolio from that. But, ooh, Palmer with that running drop kick, but still not able to take Massive off his feet. Comes charging again. Another running drop kick. 3 running drop kicks, none able to take down Massive, who, oh my God, just catches Palmer.
Massive almost powerbombed Palmer through the ring. And that was just incredible.
He makes it look so easy as well. Again, 3 straight shots to the face, and he is just able to lift Palmer as if it were nothing.
I mean, the strength of Massive, not to make, and choking Matthew Palmer here. Not to make comparisons, but reminds me a lot of a Keith Lee, former Inspire Pro Pure Prestige champion.
Definitely.
Question is, can Massive have the same success as someone of a Keith Lee? We know he's got a title shot waiting for him in the beginning of next year. Cover now. Palmer able to slide out from underneath Massive. And what is wrong with Palmer? He is getting the life kicked out of him and still able to give Massive the finger.
Massive just looks at him like, I mean, he's just coming up with new and exciting ways to punish Matthew Palmer.
Palmer is definitely worse for wear here and needs to one, regroup, but two, not poke the bear any further. It's just going to make this worse.
And that analogy is quite literal because Massive is the size of a bear. Massive is on the second rope.
Big elbow drop, but misses.
Matthew Palmer may have just saved his life moving out of the way of that elbow. If Massive hits that elbow, they'll be scraping pieces of Matthew Palmer from the mat.
Both men laid out here. Referee Austin Heiberg putting in the 10 count. I don't know how Palmer can somehow come back here, though, after all the damage that Massive has dished out to him. He's going to try with these shots to the head.
Again, that's kind of like
Tried for the enziguri. Again, Massive still on his feet. What is going to be able to put down this man?
you got Massive rocked a little bit, but
Sends him into the ropes, but again, Palmer's got to think of something else. He's got to try something else here if he wants to put down Massive, because what he is doing, these strikes are not working. Again, Massive. Oh, Palmer! Able to psych Massive out. Kicks him in the knee and then in the head. Big running drop kick. Massive gets sent all the way to the outside.
and now, what is Palmer doing? He's going up to the top rope.
Wait a second!
Where's Gino coming from?
What is Gino doing?
Gino is just laying into Matthew Palmer.
Massive just gave him a thumbs up. What is he?
Was this planned?
Well, Gino calls himself the Latin Heartthrob. Maybe this is
Disqualification win by Matthew Palmer, but Matthew Palmer is now not just has Massive to deal with, he's got a 2-on-1 beatdown here. Oh!
just planted Palmer.
Wait, there's Ethan Price! Ethan Price in!
Ethan Price wailing on Gino.
Oh! There's that eat the feet! And now
Uh-oh.
Massive!
Oh my God.
And look at the smile on Massiv's. Is this some sort of alliance here between Massive and Gino? Just putting the beat down on Matthew Palmer and Ethan Price.
Well, you got to imagine that's the case. Gino equally proud of his Hispanic heritage. So you got to believe this was a kind of a melding of common enemies. You know what they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So